Lindsey.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lindsey Macalalad. I am a freshman at the University of Washington, and I'm running for the political chair position for FASA at UW. So to begin, I'd like to reflect on how FASA has given me a fresh perspective of my culture as well as my surroundings. Though I had heard of FASA even before I came to UW, I was extremely hesitant to attend one of the meetings. But as winter quarter came around, I was persuaded into attending my first ever FASA meeting, and I still remember it to this day. It was in winter quarter, and since it was my first meeting, I had no idea what to expect. But long story short, the engagement was like the lively engagement, and the people that I encountered made me feel like I had a community, a kapamilya, one in which I was excited to return to come the next general meeting. And as I attended more and more meetings, I began to realize that packing 30 or 40 plus people in a tiny room served a greater purpose than meeting a fellow member. And though making relationships and creating connections is an integral part of what FASA does, it brings people together. I really appreciated how each meeting had a particular focus, ones that bridged together the Filipino community with the greater Seattle area. And from these meetings I've attended, I remember themes focusing on Filipino history, which was my first meeting, giving back to the community, relief for Typhoon Haiyan, as well as the most recent one, practicing self-love. And all these themes carefully link together the importance of being cognizant of a certain issue, and in addition to that, working as a community to address, ameliorate, or draw considerable attention to it. So doing this would require the members of FASA to work together as an organization as well as branch out to other organizations to further progress. And this is something that I would want to do to give FASA a voice in on-campus politics. So one of the issues that I'd like to address next year includes countering stereotypes, not only relevant to the Asian community, but those relevant to all groups of people. And although this is nothing new, it's something that I would want to address in a general meeting and eventually, maybe, hopefully, extend it to other culture-based student organizations to make it a campus-wide event. By doing this, I would hope to make people of the Filipino community cognizant of ways to educate others on the impacts that these stereotypes have on them. And so looking back at my very first meeting, I consider myself silly in being so hesitant to attend, because if it were not for FASA, I would not have found a community that I considered my second family. And I would love to be next year's political chair because it would allow me an opportunity to take a more profound role in the organization as a whole and to help navigate FASA towards issues that it can help make a difference in.